Think for a moment. Who truly has the power to wound you most deeply? A declared adversary or someone you've poured your heart into trusting? Welcome back, architects of your destiny, to the Mastery Effect. Today, we're tearing down a fundamental assumption of human interaction in our A Deeper Insight into the 48 Laws series. We're not just dissecting ancient principles. We're arming you with the psychological tools to navigate the treacherous currents of human relationships and truly secure your position. Our focus today is the audacious, often unsettling Law number 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. This isn't a cynical dismissal of companionship. It's a profound strategic insight into where true danger often lies. By the close of this deep dive, you'll uncover why loyalty, when blind, can be a perilous weakness, how clear-eyed opposition can become an unexpected asset, and why mastering the art of discernment is paramount for anyone serious about getting ahead in life's grand game. The unsettling truth at the heart of Law 2 is this: the people closest to us, our friends, often possess the unique capacity for betrayal, not necessarily out of malice, but from a complex brew of envy, insecurity, and the subtle corrosion of shared secrets. Their emotional investment can cloud your judgment, and their proximity gives them intimate knowledge of your vulnerabilities. A blow from an enemy hurts, but a wound from a friend cuts to the core. Conversely, an enemy, a declared opponent, becomes strangely predictable. Their motives are usually transparent, their actions often anticipated, and because there's no emotional fog, you can engage with them with a dispassionate, strategic clarity. In fact, a shrewd player can often transform an adversary's predictable opposition into a surprising advantage. To truly grasp the stark reality of this principle, let's unearth a chilling historical example: the meticulous ruthlessness of Cardinal Richelieu, Louis XIV's chief minister. Richelieu, a master strategist, faced relentless opposition. Yet his gravest threats often came not from foreign powers, but from within King Louis XIII's own court, from powerful nobles whom the king considered friends. These courtiers, accustomed to centuries of unchecked influence, saw Richelieu's iron-fisted centralization of power as an existential threat. They were charming, intimately connected, privy to palace secrets, and their treachery was cloaked in the guise of loyalty to old ways. Richelieu quickly understood that these friends were infinitely more dangerous than any external foe. They knew secrets. They had direct access to the king's ear, and their personal resentments were a constant simmering poison. Richelieu's genius lay in his dispassionate analysis. He systematically dismantled the power bases of these friends, often using their own ambition or minor indiscretions against them. He showed no mercy, prioritizing the strength of the state over sentimentality. Simultaneously, when dealing with external enemies like the powerful Habsburg dynasty, Richelieu's approach was cold and calculating. He understood their predictable geopolitical ambitions and skillfully played them against each other, even forging unlikely alliances with Protestant states, despite being a prince of the church, if it served France's strategic interests. He relied on the clear, consistent animosity of his enemies, which offered far more stable ground than the fickle loyalties of a friend. Richelieu's ascent was a testament to his absolute refusal to let emotion, particularly the illusion of friendship, obscure his strategic vision. This narrative isn't just history, it's a mirror reflecting a universal truth. In the brutal game of power, genuine affection can often blind you, while clear opposition provides sharper vision. Now for the deeper insights into Law 2. This isn't about fostering cynicism, it's about cultivating unwavering discernment in your relationships. First, the precarious nature of shared vulnerabilities. With friends, the boundaries between personal and professional often dissolve. Those intimate confidences, past struggles, or moments of weakness can become potent ammunition if the relationship sours, or if their ambition takes a turn. An enemy, by contrast, rarely holds such personal keys to your undoing because you consciously guard against it. Second, predictability offers power, emotion invites chaos. Your adversaries, by definition, stand against you. Their opposition is a known quantity, a fixed point you can strategize around. Friends, however, can be swayed by shifting loyalties, external pressures, or their own subtle jealousies that you might never detect until it's too late. Their emotional entanglement can make them unpredictable and thus more dangerous. Third, the unexpected utility of opposition. A declared enemy, surprisingly, can be a sharpener. Their critiques, though hostile, force you to scrutinize your weaknesses and fortify your defenses. Sometimes, their predictable animosity towards a common rival can even be leveraged for a temporary strategic alliance. For us on the Mastery Effect journey, this isn't a call to ruthlessness, but to profound realism. It's about rigorously vetting trust, understanding that true loyalty is a rare and precious commodity, and recognizing that friendship in a power dynamic often comes with unseen costs. It's about viewing the chessboard with clarity, not sentimentality, allowing you to turn apparent obstacles into strategic opportunities. So, how does this audacious ancient law manifest in today's increasingly competitive, yet often emotionally charged modern landscape? Let's imagine a highly relatable scenario that could unfold in any startup or corporate environment. Meet Maria, a talented product manager at a fast-growing tech company, eyeing a promotion to head of product. Her closest colleague, Liam, is also a good friend. They've worked together for years, confided in each other about their career aspirations, and often unwind after work. Across the office, Sarah is a direct competitor, known for her sharp elbows and overt ambition. Maria is tasked with a critical presentation to the executive board, her moment to shine for the promotion. She meticulously prepares her slides, then, trusting Liam, shares her entire strategy, including her planned arguments and a few confidential insights she's gathered. Unbeknownst to Maria, Liam, despite their friendship, harbors deep-seated envy of her rapid ascent. He subtly suggests a tweak to her data interpretation that, while seemingly minor, introduces a statistical ambiguity. He also casually mentions to a mutual contact that Maria is a bit too focused on the numbers, neglecting the broader vision. When Maria presents, the ambiguity is picked apart by the board, and a skeptical executive asks about her broader vision. Maria stumbles. Liam, meanwhile, offers sympathetic commiseration, but strategically prepares to present his own, less ambitious but safer product strategy if Maria falters. Now consider Sarah, the declared rival. While Sarah consistently challenges Maria's public statements and scrutinizes her project plans, she inadvertently makes Maria sharper. Knowing Sarah will dissect every detail, Maria triple-checks her data, anticipates all possible objections, and refines her presentation to an almost unassailable level. Sarah's predictable opposition forces Maria to elevate her game beyond what she would have done otherwise, turning an external pressure into a strategic advantage. Sarah's criticisms are clear, direct, and, paradoxically, motivate Maria to excel, unlike Liam's subtle, emotionally charged undermining. This scenario clearly demonstrates how Law 2 isn't just for historical courts. It's a living truth in every office, every networking event, and even in our online interactions. The deepest wounds often come from the shadows of assumed loyalty, while the clarity of overt opposition can, surprisingly, be a potent catalyst for growth. Mastering this law means cultivating an almost surgical precision in judging character, prioritizing clear motives over sentimental bonds when the stakes are high. Now, for the actionable steps you can implement today to master Law 2 in your own life and truly fortify your position. 1. Differentiate trust levels. Recognize that not all relationships are created equal. Distinguish between genuine personal friendships for emotional support and strategic alliances for professional advancement. Be highly selective about who gets access to your vulnerabilities or sensitive strategic information. 2. Read motives dispassionately. Observe actions, not just comforting words. Understand that even friends can have conflicting interests or unconscious jealousies. With declared adversaries, their motives are usually clear. They want to outmaneuver you. Use that clarity to anticipate their next move and plan your counter-strategy. 3. Leverage predictable opposition. Your enemies, surprisingly, can become your unwitting coaches. Their consistent critiques force you to expose your weaknesses and perfect your strengths. Sometimes, their predictable animosity towards a third party can even create an opportunity for a temporary tactical alliance. Remember, This isn't about becoming cold or friendless. It's about cultivating profound social intelligence and strategic self-preservation. By internalizing Law 2, you learn to navigate complex human relationships with wisdom, ensuring your path to success is both secure and deliberately chosen. This disciplined approach to alliances and rivalries is a cornerstone of true personal and professional advancement, and exactly what we strive for here at the Mastery Effect. Law number 2, never put too much trust in friends, learn how to use enemies, is a timeless and essential principle for anyone committed to mastering their journey. It's a powerful reminder that in the arena of life and power, clarity often triumphs over sentimentality, and understanding the predictable nature of opposition can be an unexpected source of strength and strategic advantage. Mastering this law empowers you to forge more robust alliances, protect yourself from unseen threats, and achieve your goals with unwavering discernment. And speaking of crucial insights, our next video will delve into an equally compelling principle. Law number 3, conceal your intentions. Get ready for another deep dive into the art of strategic misdirection and the profound power of the unknown. If this deeper insight resonated with you, show us by hitting that like button, subscribe to the Mastery Effect for more transformative strategies to propel you forward, and make sure you ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next powerful discussion. Until then, keep mastering your journey.